dilemmas of students, young people, on each and every episode that we're going to give to you. It's we've been discussing from the first episode to this episode. This marks our 5th episode. But before we start, I'm
Chadiwa. I'm a university student doing supply chain management at the university.
Welcome to the show, Laura.
Oh, okay. Hello, guys. My name is Laura Maposa. I'm a student, and I've got a lot to tell you. I have a lot to tell you.
Perfect. Here as we go. And today we're joined by our expert. He's a new expert. He's an author. He's a counselor. Probably you need to introduce himself. Welcome.
I've written a lot, particularly on the subject of abuse of women and gender issues. I've written a lot of novels on that. Currently, there's this novel I have written, Manomai, which is a set book at A level, and it's very much addresses the issues of gender conflicts, gender.
Done.
Okay, at the university life, it may look glamorous from the outside. We have pressure from the academics as well. And we also have stress, mental health struggles that we have, substance abuse and parting issues are some of the dilemmas that we have. Because we try to manage, because we have to go back home with a degree, but hey,
okay, we'll come back to you. Let's hear from Blessers, etc. We mentioned some of those things.
We are facing so many problems. As much as some of the, now you have to juggle marriage and school and kids. So you're a mother, you're a wife, and you're a student. Also, you want to take care of yourself, mental health yako. So it's a lot to deal with.
But
then the problem with sharing your problems is people don't feel exactly how you're feeling, because school is hard. I had to cook for my husband, I had to do this. You're lazy. But there's so many things that you're expected to do by the society. Okay. Honestly, because so you see exactly what I'm trying to put across. Now I have to stop education, details of marriage, or I have to stop marriage, do it education. Yes.
Is it achievement marriage?
Related
to abuse of women, inequalities who are now in this one in the
I think one of the major challenges, whether we like to stage when they are still at the college, income is not flowing in at all, and their background exploitation, which to sponsor and is form in the pass, and because of that they fall into that, and they. So there is that.
We highlighted the challenges. Could also exploited because
you do have the capacity. Also have friends very per campus. They don't come from backgrounds that are glamorous, but you'd see them vachitengesa sweets, vachitengesa tunu twakawanda. So you'd see kuti akauya ne packet tracker sweets. My class we're having a 4-hour lecture. Of course, when I chato nzwanza, otengisa to my sweets twake, to my chips twake. By the end of the lecture, that person will go home about $15 to $20. And one thing I like about it is will cater for yourself as a girl child. Than ku mirira kuchile kindi chage my places.
Is it practical though?
It is.
But how we don't not focus?
It is. I have a friend who's
400. Where I'm renting or where I'm staying, I'm practical.
You know what? One thing that I would understand is apana parent anotumira mwana ku university iye also rega kukupa something.
The fact check
unogona kurarama uchita but obviously along the way what unazo ska platform
my blesser they are very good at tempting you. And when you begin to see that panzweti
Nonzi mari packet resere sweets.
But
You will receive that. And then that's where the other problems knows where later on.
Yes.
After you are now
found
deep
advantage of you. Are they taking it's a choice? Okay, do you agree to that? Is it a choice?
Yes, it's a choice.
But I can take you for lunch, I can pay your rentals and stuff.
It's
my
also
choice again.
It's a choice.
partly to do with your upbringing and your moral background, your moral, which is brought up or taught kuma church. It's not going to kubatsira kuti ne young girl anogona kuti izvo handiti.
Okay. When at campus, is it a good environment for female students? Or it's a way we do makawa but no fun also around like okay.
So I would say it's a choice. If you know so
But I'm not going to pressure my friends.
No, but you can also go to those parties and come back and still focus on what you're doing and focus on school. Because at the end of the day, there are people that can juggle. Yes.
Are students able to balance? Do they have the capacity to balance?
Some can.
Some. Percentage. But
70%.
most vanotodonera
maybe from your experience as an author who focuses on the inequalities, what have you seen kuti vanascan the vakabatsirike sei actually?
First of all, we should look at how society perceives vanaskana. There is this adage kuti they are the weaker sex, therefore, which makes them immediately vulnerable,
Yes.
physically. And also, what are Romans? They become exploitable. One going to exploit because very weak physically and economically. Pane kuti izvo parents anogona kunge achinyanya kusapota the male child.
Okay.
Vachiisa more investment on the male child than the female child.
Okay.
Zvozoita kuti if the character of the child, if the girl child decides that are strong enough, ada kuve independent pachake ega, anogona manje kuita kuda kutsvaga kuti where can I survive? How can I survive? Pachangu ndega.
Okay. Ndivabvunza mvunzo. Musoro wako unogadzira naye. Apo une nails. Chikora unzire makavakadzira. Aumbopinde busy. Sikana nails. Mutasa nails. Sisa nails. Aupinde pressure iwe. Do you have the capacity though? Or is background kumba?
I do have the capacity.
Okay.
Because from the degree that I have, I also have passion in it. I try to implement it. For example, I'm doing supply chain management. I have passion in procurement.
Okay.
So I'm trying to implement it in this and that way.
Okay.
So it's say I'm someone I don't like sitting. Do not know kuti business copy. What can I buy? Do it resell. So from those little profits, I'm able to see some nails. It's not much money because we see kuti maybe ndaona munhu ari kuda blankets we are in winter vanhu vari kutsvaga mablankets ndikutoziva kuti ndikaenda kukarga mombe building I can find this blanket for $35 and then I negotiate I buy it for $33 ndienda kutengesera $40 ndikabvisa transport I have extra $5 that is profit. So it's kuti per week ndikatengesa for mablankets I have $20. This
student is dangerous.
Very focused. A focused youth.
Do you have the capacity to look after your head or your nails?
I don't. It's totally like our
so
own
which
parents.
the backbone? No, my parents.
Yes.
Okay.
Parents.
That's where the what about if the blazer comes in now to help you? Genuinely try to help you. To start off with.
But usually,
what do you say?
I will take the help.
And then?
I am blessed.
Blessings in disguise.
I am blessed.
So we must be able to get to be aware, for you to be aware that that's where my blessers turn up in the end being monsters. They come in sheep's clothing, in sheep's, and then they end up for wolves. One way I exactly where they can trap you. But in the end, I know abuse. They will abuse you. They won't let you. They won't bless you at all. They are not blessers at all. They will abuse. I don't see gamu. That type of, I think about as one actually. And she was going up. When she became pregnant, in Form 3, the blesser disappeared from sight completely. She had to end up aborting, sort of, and that abortion almost went wrong. She almost died. And that character never came back. I have this, where I have this novel, Scanner 2, Monica Nagamwa Ransom. So in one of the letters, I got a Pesra to Tadaka Muna Futumuni. Because Akanga say.
All right. Interesting. So we are seeing with a female student has so many dilemmas.
Yes.
Of course, we have another table for boys, of course. Then we have another one, boys and girls. But today we're just talking about an affair about female student. Right, we want to look at the demands, the expectations back home. Are they not too much for you as a female student? Yes, pressure you affected.
I think it depends.
Okay.
From the house that you're coming from. There are certain households, yes, they are giving you pressure, but it's positive pressure. So, whatever you come with, they will accept and they will encourage you to do better. At some households, akutogariki kuti saka wewe carry fear uchaiwana kupi. How did you feel this mojo? So it's kuti mwana ari kupiwa that kind of pressure ndoveve kuti akuzoenda chinonobraiba lecture kuti ampasisi, which is something that is not good. And because why swika ikoko pamwe lecture yacharamba chademanda something else, wakutozviita vulnerable. Because it among my households kuti they'll sit down with you. They'll ask what went wrong, could also wait at that module, right? They will discuss a way forward. How best can we help you, our child? That is positive pressure.
Okay.
Saka, iwewe pochanoita carry that module to the next semester. When you're now repeating it, wakurita neshungu. Usiri kuba vulnerable to anyone or to anything.
Okay.
Pressure you no motivator kuti upass.
Upass.
Yes.
We'll come back to you. From part 1 up to part 4. How did you survive some of these problems? Laura, pressure I could pin the busy. Because I know what I not score and stuff. Is that not pressure? Is that pressure necessary actually to you?
It's not. However, parents don't realize that they give us so much pressure. Ushtutanga 1-1. Uchitanga, they have certain expectations, and kumba vano believe kuti if they give you certain things, they've prepared you for college. Washka college kunezako, and then you have to adjust. That's the thing. The second thing, study medicine, 7 years, and 7 years they say in the research core, and fine. After those 7 years, probably I am 26. They're going to ask me kuti sakaucharo running. So it's constant stuff that comes from, they don't realize it. Right, am I going to say makadini? mukutsvaga wekuroora. And
Pamwe
then,
kawanzotsvaga partner kuchikoro.
all right, fine, ndatsvaga partner yacho kuchikoro, I get pregnant, now I'm a mother, I have to juggle 4 things. So being a female student is hard. We need Jesus and so much help.
Okay.
In fact,
Okay, let's hear from
the last part here, Mataura, we need Jesus. Do I take a Tataura? This is where most of our characters are built on. That is the foundation on which to build the type of character that we are talking about, that she's talking about there, that can resist all these temptations in Papai.
Okay, last week we were talking about charity begins at home or charity begins at college. Like you're emphasizing more like praying and it. But for college, do you still carry the same culture? We'll talk about that after we take this break.
They call me Racer X, or in this case, Racer J. All right.
Put your seatbelt on.
Welcome back, viewers. We're still continuing with our discussions, dilemmas of a female students. The discussions get emotional, they get interesting, they get unrealistic, they get realistic. But today it's a biased affair. I have female students only. There's no male student here. We're talking about the dilemmas of a female student. And some of the conversations are very interesting. We've got one student who is saying that you can survive. And we want to hear her tactics, what made you survive up to part 4. Then we want to hear how do they navigate through. Because college is always accompanied with freedom. Peer pressures, you are saying, friendships. But how have you managed to navigate through?
Through strong mentorship.
It was through?
Strong mentorship.
Okay, okay.
You know, as young women, young adults, we need mentors who teach us the right way and the right path to take. Because if we rely on our understanding and the world that we are living in, for example, when you're on campus and you want to live the campus life, then you definitely take the wrong path. but you have someone who is mentoring you, whether it's a church pastor, it's your parent, it's your guardian, and you listen to the advice that they give you. Because you can have a mentor, but you decide not to listen to the wisdom.
Amana pastor munu amuna student munu. No, don't feed information in the board, but no zongo skapa ngwe no zongo change. How many students are kanova kupa campus manero? But kumboko wangatori kana shonzi atidi wana kadaro antoda kuchesha tupata. But how many are managing to do that?
50-50.
Lord, how have you managed to navigate through? You know, the dilemmas, there are so many that for you to be what you are today, how have you managed?
I think the point that he said, well, that I said about knowing God. Before anything else, know God. Because if you know God, you know who you are. And you see, even if you go out, you see, going out is not even a problem. You go out, you come back, you study. The vision is to graduate. The vision is to, be successful in life. So I feel like just know who you are, know God.
Hey, when students become preachers.
No, for real, no. Because you might drink, but you will not be found every day. But you would, even if you have a boyfriend, you would tell you and your boyfriend, no arrange out. You know what? After 7 years, we then get married. Not good. Between college, now you are pregnant. Now you are indulging in certain things. But if you know God, trust me, things will work out for you.
Amen. And amen.
The girl child is vulnerable and needs protection.
Okay.
And I would recommend that national resources be invested in protecting the girl child. For example, even at universities, at campuses, priority must be given to giving accommodation and accommodating female students first, before male students. Particularly those who are vulnerable financially, even with their background. They should be identified and be offered accommodation and financial help.
Okay. When you have
time, this is when we type for migrants.
Yeah.
Migrants, I think I get to revisit, particularly targeting vulnerable female students, so that they don't fall prey into the hands of blazers. But identify those who need help.
But we have to does my bless.
It's not a choice.
That's what
With a choice. Okay, we are looking at your journey as we actually about to end. We are saying, Susu, we're going to go just a question. It's just a random question. Okay, that's a boyfriend college.
Yes.
Okay. Partnership in your last how long? Yeah,
you got beer.
Boyfriend college?
No, I've never.
Why?
Then the boyfriend didn't.
Yeah, that one is still faithful. Okay, fine. What would you say probably to another a female student? Kutawangu pa college life no day.
All right, I would say life at college is very tempting, but it needs someone who knows his self-worth and who has boundaries and focus. Let me say, a girl who understands her value is less likely to trade a piece for temporary validations.
Okay.
Because as Mr. Mjajati has been saying, Bachitipa example yama grants when he was still in college. I've seen Kutipa use it pay this subatiri. They've introduced the Atinoti work study program.
Okay.
So that program, Betserama students were my financial struggles. So instead you kuti uyende kunorienta. You can now come wopo accommodation pachikoro, uchipiwa futi chikafu pachikoro, And then pama weekends and on your free time you go pama services ako like ku dining hall uchinobetsera ku cleaner uchitera the school grounds muchinonga mapepa. That's how you are working, sort of like community service. But pa ipapo uri kubhadharwa school fees ne work study program wapiwa pekugara uri kuwana chikafu. In that way ukazoona waku vulnerable to my blessers and sponsors, it's now a choice.
Okay.
So to someone who is starting college, I would say ukaona zvarema kumba, go for that.
Okay.
Ukaona zvarema usamirire kuti rege nditsvage someone who can help me. Know your self-worth. Empower yourself as a girl child. Find something to do. One thing that I've seen and that I've understood for the past 4 years is vanhu supportana by university. If you start even a small business, people will support you. Even the lecturers will support you.
Okay.
I have some of my lecturers with TVT muri mu class, they'll be like, pandani chari kutengesa here support. And they'll be like, tengerei munhu. I want a profit. And vanhu vese totomusupport. Akutoenda kumba kuhostels zvake zvatoita. You can even start printing businesses. Vanhu tinoprinta assignments in my dissertation every day.
I'll cut you. I think you're making sense because it's more like you are a Uruti student of an empire, despite the fact that you're a girl child, you're a female student. But it's also a matter of choice.
Yes.
But do you have the capacity? Probably. You said yes. Laura, what's maybe your message to other female students?
Oh, okay.
Despite the challenge that you face?
Well, my message is not practically to the students directly, but to parents.
Okay.
Before you send us to school, sit us down and tell us the value of life. Tell us, Kuti, it's all roses and all that glitters is not gold.
Okay.
The problem then comes when you go there, you are naive, you think because Mr. Lato vanditi or $5 so tengese ma sweets as no bokufita nekunaka tengese sweets. So parents should sit us down, tell us about life. They should be realistic about everything. Ngavasa sugarcoat and ngavasa no, they shouldn't protect us because kutotisia tishenda takadaroka is actually worse. They should tell us everything.
Oh, perfect. In a nutshell, in a few words, you've written books about the A-level students. We're looking at transitioning from high school to university. What do you think students, before they go to university, they need maybe to go through an orientation, probably using your expertise in writing these things? What message would you say?
Not be, yeah, I will take that from my experience as a vice principal at one of the colleges, Teacher Training College, where we had that one example we students here. We identified my students are vulnerable, and we would get them to work for the college and give them accommodation. Give them also pay their fees to some extent.
All right.
But they're part of their fees. But yeah, Papa weekend, by Shanda, even by Shipatrashi for college.
Okay.
So that would be that type of program should be encouraged throughout my institutions as Ibasiri, my vulnerable female students.
Thank you, and I will cut as we go, and the discussions are endless. Probably will continue in the next episodes. Viewers, we've come to the end of our show, and you've heard for yourself from the female students the dilemmas they have, but it's about the choice that you make. Until we meet again for a toast at this show, I'm Latwa Nyango.